Yo, what is up YouTube? It's your boy iBeMaine, and today I got a little Phantom Forces guide for you guys. And for the past few days, I've been grinding out Phantom Forces, trying to rank up and get some of those higher tier guns. And I know you guys have already been grinding too, so I got some for you. Today I'm going to talk about what I feel is the best way to rank up and how to get better at Phantom Forces just in general. So without further ado, let's just get straight into it. Tip number 1. Finding your preference. Choosing a gun is your first option. You have to choose a gun that you're comfortable with. It can't be something I'm comfortable with. It can't be something any other person you're playing against be comfortable with. You have to be good with this gun. Now, while there are guns that I will recommend over others, at the end of the day, it has to be a gun that you're good with. So whether it's the Scar L, whether it's the AUG A2, A1, the M4A1, the M4, whatever it may be, just make sure it's something you're good with and something you can excel with. Alright, second part of this is choosing your sensitivity. Try out all the sensitivities and find out which one are you're best suited with. So if it's all the way down or whether it's all the way up, whatever it may be, make sure you're able to control that sensitivity so you can maximize your aim. Aim is the most important thing in this game. I think there's no sensitivity, so you have to be able to get those shots on point. So if your sensitivity is all the way down and it's too slow for you, or if it's all the way up and it's too fast for you, try to find that comfortable point. Keep playing around with it until you find something you're really good with and you can maximize on those headshots and those body shots, and essentially it'll help you rank up. Alright, tip number 2. Knowing your gun choice after you made your gun choice. So this is very important. You have to know the strengths and weaknesses of your gun. So whether it's a short range, whether it's a medium to long range, whatever you're gonna excel at, you have to know what you're gonna excel with. So get comfortable with it and knowing the strengths and weaknesses. So if you need to go online and watch some of the guys, or just keep playing with it until you figure it out, keep doing that. Keep watching those videos until you figure this gun out. Learn the recoil pattern. If you know it's gonna jump to the, if it has a upward, a left jump, a right jump, whatever, however the recoil is, learn it, get comfortable with it, and be able to where you can control it fully. Some people are really good at guns with a lot of recoil. It's just because they learned that you use, and you be like, man, how do you even use this gun? They just found a gun that they're really good with, and they learn how to manage it. Also know the weakness of your gun. If your gun that can't shoot long range battle, if you have MP7 and it's across the map, don't choose that fight. 9 times out of 10 you won't win it because you don't have a long range gun. If your gun is a high fire rate gun, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna run out of ammo. So if you have something like the MP7, you have something like the Honey Badger, you're gonna run out of ammo. So make sure in the early stages of your gunfights you pick up a weapon off the ground, because you're gonna run out of ammo and you're gonna run in the secondary. And sometimes you don't always want to rely on that Desert Eagle. While it's a beast, but on the long run you want to get as many kills as possible. You want to have another primary in your arsenal. All right, so let's go on to tip number 3. Learning the spawns, choke points, and learning to flank. Alright, so let's talk about spawns first. Spawns is obviously where the enemy spawns, and you always want to be aware of where the enemy may be spawning. Obviously it's not 100% tell, because they can spawn directly on their teammates and things of that nature, but if you know your teammate is all behind you and to the right, most likely the enemy is going to be spawning to the front and to the left, and that's how the game works. So anticipating where the enemy may spawn, plan enough to know the type of spawns, so once you spawn in, especially if you click random spawn, remember that point, because that's a spawn point. So remember that point, knowing that enemies can come around there. So if you know your teammates are around, know that enemies can spawn there, and get to those spawn points. You also want to be in the spawn, because the more time you're around enemies, the more kills you can get. So maximize on those kills, maximize getting that spawn. Second thing is knowing choke points. Choke points are congested points in the map. So hurry up and get to those congested points. Well, I won't say hurry up and get to the congested points. Go to get congested points, but also flank those congested points. If you know a part of the map is a choke point, be ready to aim around that corner. Throw a cheesy grenade, anything that helps to get those kills. Alright, tip number 4 is knowing your enemy. This is a huge thing, and it takes a little more plan to do. Sometimes you get into a lobby and you have to play 2-3 times to learn who you're playing against. So if you know you come into a match and you're playing against a bunch of snipers, prepare for that. If you go into a match, you know you're playing against shotgunners or SMGs or assault rifle people, learn how people play. Are they going on top of buildings? Are they laying down? Learning your enemy will help you in the long run because you will know how to counteract those people. So whatever they're deploying, you do. If you know you playing a lot of people out of flank, always watch your six. You gotta watch behind you. You gotta know your enemy and adapt to them. Be adaptable. All right. Tip number 5 is spot an enemy, and I believe it's the E key. So tap that E key and spot those enemies. And while this won't give you a ton of XP, it gives you 25 XP. If you keep doing it over and over and over, that XP will add up. And it's also just a good habit to do. You're helping your team out. Not only are you helping your teammates out, you're helping yourself out. So you mark those enemies, you get 4 or 5 enemies marked. Everybody knows where those enemies are at. So now you can go make it everybody's gonna make it a goal to take out those enemies because they can see them on the map. And even if they kill you, you know exactly where they at. There's no hiding because they've been marked now. So it will help you a lot in the long run. So try to make that a habit of just tapping that E button, especially when no enemies around. Or you might spot somebody that you didn't even know was there. So make that a habit. Make that a habit of pressing the E key and spotting those enemies. All right. Tip number 6 is more geared for getting more XP. So playing King of the Hill, and I guess Flare Domination will help us too, but King of the Hill is probably the best way to get XP because more times than not you will get more people moving around trying to get to the objective. When you're playing team deathmatch, people are more prone to sit back and camp a little bit more, but in objective based games, especially King of Hill, where there's only 1 point, so you can know exactly where the enemy is going to be, you can get in, throw grenades, capture that the hill, and you get what, if you capture the whole thing, you get like what, 300 400 XP because you get 250 for the capture, and I think you get like 350s, so you get like 400 XP, which is great XP. You get the kills around there, you know where the people are going to come for, you get those cheeky grenades to get kills, and you get more kills. The more kills you get, the more XP you get. So if you stay around the hill, 9 times out of 10 there's going to be people around. Now obviously there's going to be cases where people just don't show up because that's how people are, but more times than not people are going to show up. And tip number 7, probably the most important tip that I can give anybody in video gaming or whatever they do in life, is to have fun at what you do. If you're playing the game and you feel yourself getting frustrated, if you feel yourself not enjoying it, it's time to put the sticks down. It's time to put the keyboard away, turn some YouTube videos on, go lay down, go outside, whatever it may be. Do something else. The game is meant to be to have fun. If you're not having fun with a video game, you're not playing it right. There should never be a point where you're upset or frustrated or pissed off for an extended period of time. It's a video game. And also, along with having fun, play your way. I can't stress that enough. I don't care how many times people call you a shotgun noob, a sniping camper, a BF50 user, a BFG 50 user, you're rushing too hard, you're a try hard, whatever they're calling you, you have to play what makes you happy. You have to enjoy the game. The games, like I said, are meant to be enjoyed. And if you're not enjoying it, if you're playing the way somebody else wants you to play, you're playing it wrong. So that's what I got for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you found it helpful in some way, which I doubt. But if you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, you know, all that good stuff. Your boy trying to grow and all that good stuff. But yeah, that's all I got. It's been your boy iBeMaine, and I'm signing out. Peace.